Hello and welcome to this NewsMo special. Now, by color coding India into red, green and orange zones, the government was hoping to achieve the crucial balance on COVID-19 between lives and livelihoods. However, as the government is already finding out, that's easier said than done. Take the example of opening up liquor shops across the country. Now, the original notification of the MHA said that liquor stores and pawn shops have been permitted in green zones. However, it is necessary that a minimum of 6 feet distance from each other is ensured and not more than 5 persons are there in the store at any given time. Those restrictions and relaxations would not operate in red zones where it was left to the discretion of the district collector. However, what has happened as a result is you've got long queues across the country outside liquor zones. It appears liquor moves quicker. Now, why did the government decide to open up liquor stores? The argument is simple. Sabse bada rupaiya. Just to give you an example, as of March 30th, taxes earned by states from the sale of alcohol beverages in 2019-20 totaled rupees 2.5 lakh crores. 15 to 25% of all state revenues comes from the alcohol sector. As a result, alcohol, according to some estimates, brings in around 700 crores per day. States were losing big money, their revenues were down, they needed to spend, they say, on COVID-19. They were desperate for cash, which might explain why the states were more than willing to go the extra mile in opening up liquor shops and now putting a liquor cess. But at what cost? What happens to the norms of social distancing that seem to have been thrown out of the window as a result? Another dimension of the relaxation of rules is what has happened with the government decision to now start trains for migrant workers to go back to their homes. An issue that has been pending for weeks. First, the migrants were under a lockdown. Now they are being told they will be sent back home by trains. But guess what? Who's going to pay for it? Well, the original notification on the 2nd of May by the railways did not specify anything about giving the tickets free. In fact, it said that the cost of the tickets will be leveled at the moment of departure, effectively suggesting that maybe the migrant labor will have to pay for their tickets. And that's exactly what happened. Then Sonia Gandhi comes in, the Congress president, and says that she is going to ensure that all Congress committees will give the migrants free tickets. The BJP then responds saying 85% is being subsidized by the center, the states will pay 15%. A tu-tu meh breaks out. The truth is, the migrants did pay for their tickets. Some states have said that they will subsequently reimburse them. And the truth of the matter also is that the migrant workers have been the worst sufferers of the lockdown of COVID-19. Even as we speak, queues of people in Mumbai are lining up to first get a medical certificate that allows them to apply for trains. This is a recipe for more bureaucracy. And as a result of that, in Mumbai, the trains have still not left for UP and Bihar. And therefore, there is growing anger on the ground. And finally, you have those who are hoping to open up the economy. Now, if you want to open up the economy, you need to open up public transport. That hasn't happened. Because remember, without the free movement of labor and goods, how are you actually going to get the economic engine going? And don't forget, many of these daily wage laborers are the ones who sustain the informal sector. How is that informal sector or the construction industry going to revive if those daily wage laborers are now going back in trains to their home? They want to go back to their homes because they would rather stay there in their villages than live in 6 by 8 foot homes in slums, in urban areas where social distancing is simply not possible. So the dilemmas are acute. It's a difficult Hobson's choice that has faced the government to open up or not to open. And if you don't want to open, how do you ensure a lockdown with a human face? That's been the big dilemma that the Narendra Modi government has faced. And so far at least, it isn't going to be easy for the government to try and achieve that crucial balance between lives and livelihoods. Jaan hai to jahan hai is easier said than done on the ground.